Well, we're at one of my all-time favorite places in southern Utah, Hidden Splendor. It's a neat little airstrip, sits on top of a plateau with a cliff on each end, and then it's surrounded by cliffs that are even bigger. Kind of excited for today. We're going to take off south through the canyon. We'll cross over the San Rafael Swell, then head straight over to Factory Butte. It's just such a cool looking mountain. We'll fly around that and then drop down to the desert floor where it looks like it belongs on another planet. Then we'll come back over to the San Rafael Swell, follow it to the northeast up to Temple Mountain, where it looks like we're being pulled over by a cop. You'll see what I mean. Then we'll take a short hike over to a place called Wild Horse Window. It's a pretty neat little hike, only about 15 minutes. I think you'll love it. Here we go. Well, as you can see, climb performance isn't an issue today. But even so, instead of heading straight for the center of the canyon, we're going to make a slight left turn here, head to the far side of the canyon. That'll give us more time and distance to climb before entering the canyon. Also, from the far side of the canyon, we'll have enough room at least for a few moments to turn around and return to the landing strip if we need to. You know, one thing I regret every time I fly through here is that I don't have a better vocabulary to describe just how impressive this is. You look around in awe at the scenery and you're just amazed. Geologically, though, when you think about the millions and billions of years before you that the Earth's crust has been moving around to form this, and will probably continue for more millions and billions after you, you can't help but feel pretty happy, maybe even elated, that, hey, at least I was here today. Almost like you're part of the geological timescale. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. There's Factory Butte on the nose. We'll go circle that, then we'll come back and follow the San Rafael Swell there off the left wing to the northeast up to Temple Mountain. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at here on my iPad using ForeFlight, a satellite view. It looks so cool. You can see why we've got to come down here and at least circle it once. Makes you wonder if this whole basin at one time was level with the top here, and then everything else just eroded. It's a lot of material to go somewhere. Let's take a look at the west side here, and then we'll drop down to the desert floor. Pretty cool, huh? Well, let's drop down to the lunar surface here and take a look around. It's pretty amazing. There's a real nice dirt road over here just east of the Factory Butte. I've always wanted to come over here and land. Thought it'd be a good rest stop. Get out, stretch your legs, look around. Only thing is, I've noticed there's some fence posts along here on the side, so you'd want to fly along and clear it before you land. Make sure you don't tear a wingtip off. That was fun. Let's turn around now. We'll head back over to the San Rafael Swell, and we'll follow that to the northeast up to Temple Mountain. Shouldn't take us long. Here comes the San Rafael Swell now. We'll make a slight right turn and follow it northeast up to Temple Mountain. I've always wanted to fly through here at a low altitude and take a closer look at this. It's so amazing. It's pretty cool. The San Rafael Swell just stretches out as far as you can see in both directions. We're starting to see more slot canyons now as the scenery is rapidly changing. We find ourselves climbing higher every once in a while as we look around and don't see any flat ground in case we needed to land. There's a mountain out there the airstrip is named after, Temple Mountain. We're getting close to the dirt strip called Temple Mountain now. It's just up ahead out there in the flats, right next to the highway. You'll see it shortly. Well, I think this big cavern coming up on the left is the one we'll be hiking to. Yeah, Wild Horse Window. Hope you'll come with us. It's a pretty short hike. We're just abeam the field now. We'll make a right turn here shortly, and then make a flyby from north to south and check out the runway and see what the winds are doing. There it is, just on the left side of the highway. It's really long. Looks like, though, mostly used on the north end. We'll take a look at it. Well, we've clearly got a tailwind, so we'll turn around and make an approach from the other direction. First I'm just going to touch down a tire in one of those damp spots just to see how damp it is. I know we had a lot of rain showers last night, and I just want to make sure it's not too muddy. While turning around to land to the north, I noticed that white vehicle over there on the highway. Has a light bar on top and some kind of insignia on the side. Looks like a cop car to me. He seems to be interested in what we're doing, but maybe he just likes airplanes. There's Joe making his pass now. I'm on a right downwind, as the left downwind would take you over the campers over there. Looks like the cop car's turned around and he's heading down towards the airstrip. Kind of distracting. I'm not sure whether I should run or land. Well, that's a first for me. As it turns out, that's a park ranger, and this isn't BLM land any longer. They recently turned it over to the Goblin Valley Park Service, so we just landed in a park, which is a violation. There's airplanes parked over there. We've crossed the highway, and we've started blazing our own trail, heading for those caverns we saw on the way in. So as it turns out, we put Roy, the president of the Utah Backcountry Pilots Association, in touch with the Park Service, and they decided instead of violating us, they're going to allow us to continue using the strip while they decide what to do with it. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. Well, it's quite an echo. We should have come here this morning during that thunderstorm, Joe. Watch the water pour off the edge. Echo. Well, here's the petroglyphs, I guess everybody's talking about. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's go back and get in our airplanes. Hope you enjoyed the tour. I'll see you next time.